Welcome back. The Political Parties Tribunal is on Wednesday expected to deliver judgment on whether the Orange Democratic Movement National Delegates Convention will go on as planned on the 25th and 26th of February or not. This after listening to submissions from lawyers representing businessman Jimi Wanjigi and ODM in a case that may alter the political dynamics of the NDC. NTV's senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Morethi with the details.
Attempts by ODM party delegates allied to businessman Jimi Wanjigi to move to the Political Parties Tribunal in efforts to stall the National Delegates Convention slated for February 25th and 26th has triggered a flurry of political activity within the party, all aimed at keeping Wanjigi at bay. In a letter sent to newsrooms, Nairobi ODM chairperson and Makadara MP George Aladwa stated, and I quote, "My attention has been drawn to a statement attributed to businessman Jimi Wanjigi on NTV last night, claiming that he is an ODM delegate from Nairobi. Whereas Jimi Wanjigi is listed as a life member of ODM, I can hereby confirm that the said Jimi Wanjigi is not listed as a delegate from Nairobi County."
Hii si chama ya mtu moja, hii ni chama ya wananchi. And I'm telling the party leader and all those officials who think that this is a time for dictatorship, Kenyans are watching you, and I can assure you how you are presenting yourself today is how they know you shall be.
According to Aladwa, Wanjigi ceased to be a key member of any decision-making organ of ODM in December last year, when elections were held, and thus his case at the tribunal is null and void. I quote, "The entire list of delegates from the polling centers to the branches and county coordinating team has already been submitted to the National Elections Board for purposes of preparation for the coming National Delegates Convention slated for this weekend. This is therefore to caution one Jimi Wanjigi to desist from claiming to be a legitimate delegate when he is just an ordinary and life member of the party."
What you do now in relation to my candidature in this party is going to speak volumes of what is going to happen to the party and what is going to happen on August 9th, 2022.
But in a quick rejoinder, Wanjigi produced documents that place him as a member of the Nairobi County Coordinating Committee in a list that was submitted by Aladwa to Oduor Ongwen, the ODM Executive Director, in March 2019. Though Aladwa claims Wanjigi was ousted in December elections, Wanjigi insists there were no elections of such nature.
I am not only a life member, I am also a delegate from Nairobi. So I will attend in that capacity as a life member and as a delegate of Nairobi, as well as a presidential candidate. I will also insist that I speak.
And then confront the delegates on the floor.
At the tribunal, out of the 16 ODM delegates represented by John Mwori and Chebere, 8 have withdrawn their backing of the petition to stop the NDC, where they sought a one-week postponement to give way for proper planning and a response to Wanjigi's question.
If you look at that list relative to the list of 3,000 delegates of the party, surely you can read through the lines, in between the lines, and see that this is merely a collateral political swipe at the party.
ODM lawyers at the tribunal claim any stoppage of the NDC at this hour would jeopardize efforts made thus far, including antagonizing the international guests.
I'd rather you nullify everything that convention does after the 26th, if you find any illegality, than stopping it now, only to realize after hearing the application of the complaint that there was no basis at all for doing so.
Why should the party incur the excess amounts of money that my colleagues are referring to, just on a matter that can easily be cured by a delay of a few days? You've been told about international guests. Those international guests, number one, are not pleaded, and number two, their right to participate as observers in the NDC does not supersede the rights of the members of this party under Article 38 of the Constitution.
Orders for the case on whether the NDC will proceed or not will be issued on Wednesday, 23rd February afternoon at 4 p.m. Kennedy Morethi, NTV.